Guys, I did it again. I uh I do what I normally do when I set up the video. So if you haven't seen the last time, which was New Eyes, I don't remember what New Eyes video it was. I think it was 5, or maybe 4. I don't remember. It was a New Eyes video. This had happened again before. But if you didn't remember that, basically how I normally start up my videos, or get them to link, is I do a big clap at the beginning so that I can sync up the two, the video and the audio. Um, because I do that, I have to turn the game sound down. I don't do it from the game. I do it from OBS. And I have the desktop audio turned down, to do the clap. After I do the clap, I turn it back up, and you can hear the music again. Now here's the problem this time around. For this video, I didn't do that. I accidentally once again forgot to turn the desktop audio back up. So a few times in this video, I'm gonna say that, hey, I love this music, or hey, the music stopped. You're never going to notice because you don't hear the music or anything at all. You don't hear the clicking, you don't hear anything. Literally, all you hear is just my voice and my voice only. And I am really, 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 really sorry for doing this yet again, even though I promised I wouldn't do it. I feel really, really bad for the creator too, because like the people who contributed to the mod, especially with the music and stuff like that, they did an awesome, phenomenal job, and there was some new music and stuff, especially for, later on in the video. There was a really nice, song that made perfect sense for the scenario, and you just couldn't hear it. Because, I mean, I could hear it, but you guys can't, and I'm really, really, I'm sorry. I really am sorry for that. And I feel even worse about it because this is a series that, you guys really, really enjoy, and I went and messed up. So I'm really sorry for that. I can't express how much I am. But hopefully you guys aren't going to hate me too much for it. Like I say at the end of this video anyway, I'm not done with the series. This series is not over. I'm not going to go into too much about that because I don't want to spoil it or anything. But I will say that the series is not over. I will say that. But guys, without me wasting any more of your time, I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the video. So guys, enjoy! What's up guys, it's Devil to That Child Gamer. Welcome back to another Doki Doki summertime video. I don't remember where we left off. We haven't played this game in a while and I apologize for that. Basically, I think we left off where Natsuki's finally returned, and I think now I think we just got finished baking cupcakes with her. Yes, I remember it because that's when because the last video was named Baking 101 with Natsuki, or Nat-chan, I'm sorry. And we don't even call her Nat-chan anymore. It's so annoying. I missed that. But basically, we're gonna jump right back into it. Before I actually do, I want to say, right now, right after that, that hey, guess what? Got a new setup. It's the same exact setup I had when I started the second monitor thing. The only difference now is that this is the 1080p monitor right here in front of me as I'm looking at, and then the other 1600 by 1200 monitor is sitting right here with the webcam on top right there, so I can see you guys from there, and that I'm not so up close to the screen anymore. So it's like I used to have my forehead right up at the freaking webcam, but when I switched it around and stuff, it looks so much better now. I like it. I can put the microphone right here, and it's beautiful. Hopefully it's not too loud though, because it is closer to my mouth than it would be normally. But I guess that's, the point of editing and turning my voice down and stuff like that. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm like really gassy this morning. I am recording this in the morning too, so keep that in mind. So I'm probably going to read, like, it's going to be horrendous. Let's just buckle up. A week has passed since I first went to that pool with Sayori and Monica. Now here we are again, same day of the week, same location, same plan in mind, yet so much has changed. I met 3 girls who are wonderful in their own ways. I also got to spend time with a friend who I assumed had forgotten about me. Sayori. It's almost strange to think about how big of an impact it had that I agreed to leave my comfort zone and go swimming with them. I'm not even any good at it, yet it all turned out so well. Just like when I went to the bookstore on Thursday, a simple attempt on my part turned into something resembling a date with Yuri. There's Yuri, there's Nat-chan. It's funny how, It's funny how it's like we're not even like aware that we're impressing both of them. That's funny. How did she call it? Our little adventure. However, my thoughts wander back to Natsuki. Just thinking about the fact that we had spent the afternoon together at my house fills me with all kinds of weird fuzzy feelings. There it is. Date with Yuri, and now you're talking about freaking Natsuki. Sure, she was kind of distant when I tried to hug her, but she opened up about the things that are clouding her mind. That must be a step into the right direction. And that smile, it makes me feel like I could fight to keep her happy like that. I just hope what she said about her home life isn't just a watered-down version of reality. With all the items I think I need and an optimistic outlook in my mind, I believe I'm prepared for anything this day can possibly throw at me. As I did a week ago, I take the bus to the entrance. On the way, I'm looking out the window, and my thoughts drift towards my expectations for today. On the other hand, I wonder what Yuri would look like. Stop it! Stop it now! Stop! Still, it's not her who I'm looking forward to seeing the most. There it is. I'm Stop! I swear to God, you're like the main character's mind is so dirty in this game. It's so bad, but it's so good. Like, I'm not saying the mod is bad for this. I'm saying, like, MC, you need to just chill. It's not. You are way too young for that shit. I'm excited to see what kind of cute swimming outfit Natsuki has. It's a good thing people can't read my mind. I'm sure they think I'm a weirdo for entertaining such thoughts. I don't know, man. There's Monica. I just like girls with her frame. Besides, it's not like she's under 18. There it is. One of the songs I was listening to in the way I really got stuck in my head. It's part of a mix without a track list, but it's probably called From Summer to Fall. That's a good name. I confidently walk to the entrance and wait for my turn to buy my ticket. The same employee faces me with the same listless expression. Listless? I've never seen that word. But I have a feeling that this day is bound to be different from the rest. Going straight to the locker room after entering is so much easier now that I know where it is. Entering the room, it feels like as if air... excuse me. It feels as if the air is noticeably stagnant compared to last week. I pick a locker cabinet, put my belongings away, and close it shut without hesitation. Walking through the corridor, I pass the woman's locker right where the door is slowly opened. It's probably Monica, isn't it? Or maybe it's Natsuki. My curiosity gets the better of me, and I stopped momentarily to check who it is. It's Natsuki! I called it. Eek! The colors from her face are drained as she stumbles a step back into the locker room. I am a lot taller than her, but I don't think I look so ugly and intimidating that I should get this reaction. Don't do that! What, stand there and wait? She shoves her fist against my arm, but the impact was way more gentle than I expected. Don't scare me like that, 'cause I will... Beat me? No, but I will be mad at you, dummy. Why were you so careful when exiting? Are you up to something, Natsuki? No, it's just... You got beaten, didn't you? Never mind, you're gonna find out later anyway. Oh. Is she just calling the facts? Okay, where to now? What does it look like? I don't know. Making snow angels? In a bikini? In the middle of freaking summer? Hey, it's winter at other parts of the world. Well, your brain was clearly left in the snow somewhere. I'm off to play with the beach ball Sayori brought. If you can manage to keep your eyes off of me and on the ball, you might even be allowed to join. That's funny. She already knows, like, MC's freaking, little, mission here. That sounds difficult, but lucky for you, I'm up for the challenge. Prepare to get destroyed 10-0. I follow Natsuki into the pool and notice Monica and Sayori passing a red, white, and blue beach ball between each other. They look like they're having fun and both are fully engaged. Monica's athletic figure glides in the water like a dolphin. At the same time, Sayori's clumsiness shows that as I see her miss 2 of the 3 shots she makes while we're approaching them. When they see me, they wave their hands at me. The 5 of us position ourselves so Natsuki and I are close together, while the other 2 girls are about 20 feet. So, that's funny how that paused, before feet finished. About 20 feet, so about 5 meters. So about 33 bananas. What? Why bananas? 33 bananas away from us. After a weak shot from the other team, Natsuki wants to show off by hitting the ball way too hard. Consequently, the ball flies out of the pool and rolls away until it reaches a wall. Monica looks at Natsuki expectantly, and she responds with a roll in her eyes. As she's the one who shot the ball outside, she goes to retrieve it as well. Excuse me. Coming to the side of the pool, closest to Sayori, she gets ready to throw back the beach ball. Yo, catch these balls! What balls? Natsuki passes the beach ball to Sayori and jumps right after it. Cannonball! Water splashes over Sayori's face as Natsuki dives in. I can almost feel the ripples. Kya! Gee, sorry, it was pretty standard. It was a pretty standard stunt, Sayori. You could have at least warned me. Where's the fun in that? Monica approached the two while the scene played out. You shouldn't jump in from the side of the pool like that, you know. Yes, Miss President. I'm not saying that as your president, Natsuki. It's just a friendly reminder. You could slip, and I wouldn't want to see you snap your neck. There it is, right there. There's the snapping neck joke. I don't want to see you snap your neck or have some other horrible accident. Whatever. Like getting deleted? There's a diving board that's just for this purpose. You know what? I'll go there. Come on, Devin. Let's try the diving board. Me? Stop playing dumb and come along. Before I can say another word, Natsuki goes off to leave the swimming pool. That's so typical of her, but she invited me, so I kind of feel obligated to follow. We climb out of the pool and begin making our way over to the diving boards. Fortunately, there isn't much of a line, so I'll be able to get in rather quickly. Yo, want to take a shortcut? Huh? I dare you to jump from there. She points to another diving board further down the pool. My eyes wander upward and take in the massive size of the huge dive, a high dive. Last time we were here, I didn't notice that towering structure. Although I'm not afraid of heights, a quiet and nervous laughter escapes my mouth. That's high. That's high. What's that, Devin? Chickening out before checking it out? Before I can say my retort, she starts imitating a chicken to mock me. No, but I bet you won't do it with me. There it is. Now her face changes. Natsuki's teasing expression quickly gives way to a look of shock. With you? Why do I have to do it? That's my condition. I won't do it unless you come with me. Natsuki summons her trademark pouting expression while processing the situation. She's most likely digging deep to find a catty retort. What? How long? Okay, I'm recording for 10 minutes. I don't know why I'm checking so early. What's the matter, Devin? Forgot to ask Mommy to come with you to hold your hand? A few people waiting to jump look over at us. The anticipation for how long this will go down grows within me. Psh, I'm perfectly fine with doing it. I was just trying to help you overcome your fear of things taller than you. Ooh, that was cold. That was so good, though. Natsuki, clearly upset, raises her bowled fist. To my surprise, she doesn't hit me, only fumes to herself for a few seconds before speaking up again. Fine, I'll do it, but only because I want to show you how to do a real high dive. There it is. I'm sure it'll be incredible, Natsuki. I wish I were good as you. One day you will be. If needed, Natsuki can teach you. I love how she did that in first person. Or fifth, is it? No, it's, wait, third person for? No, third person. Yes. I don't remember this stuff anymore. I've got to admit, it feels good to make such a feminine cutie happy. But why did she speak in a third... There it is! See, they even confirmed it for me. But why did she speak in a third person all of a sudden? Come on, we don't have all day. Alright. I love how that always just happens when I call something like right before it happens. Natsuki takes the first steps towards a high dive, but her body language signals nervousness rather than eagerness. Even though she's facing away, I can imagine her lips are locked into a pout as she mutters to herself about what a dummy I am. After a short walk, we stop next to the set of steps leading to the raised diving board. Diving board! Because that's how you say it. Looking up at it, I can easily see why most people would steer clear of it. Diving off this board clearly isn't for the faint of heart. Well, Devin, you're up. I smirk at her. Ladies first. Age before beauty. Aw, come on. It was your idea. You go first. Natsuki sighs. Fine. I guess I actually have to show you how it's done. I stand aside to let Natsuki climb up. Looking at her for a moment, I realize how unusual the situation is. If we were in school in a similar arrangement, she would probably freak out and call me a pervert and all the rest. Stop! Her enthusiasm seems to have vanished by the time she got to the top. She's just standing there holding onto the railing. After about half a minute of the stillness, I'm starting to get concerned. Hey, Natsuki, I'm looking up to you, literally. Don't get scared stiff now. If she is afraid of jumping, the feeling is infectious. Her lack of response makes me more worried with each passing second. Natsuki, you okay up there? And I don't mean in her head. Still no response from her, I have to do something. Hastily walking up these steps, I join her to the top of the towering structure. In other circumstances, I enjoy the view from up here, but I'm far too concerned for Natsuki to care for any of that. Her face is noticeably pale, which only makes me more worried for her. Natsuki? She looks at me with a drowsy look in her eyes while holding onto her forehead. You okay, Natsuki? Yeah, I just feel, Are you tired? Did you get enough sleep? No, I'm fine. Give me a sec, I'll I'll show you how a pro jumps. Come on, Natsuki, you're clearly not fine. Did you have breakfast today? No, why? That could explain this. It's probably around noon now, so even I'm getting hungry. I can only imagine what it's like for her to strain herself physically on an empty tank. Let's go get something for you to eat, alright? You're just saying that to get out of jumping. Devin, you the calorie dummy. I put my hand on her shoulder and motion her towards the steps. Her footing is less stable than I expected, so I wrap my arm around her to provide some support on the way down. To my surprise, she doesn't resist, and we slowly descend down from the high dive. On our way down, we didn't say a word, but it felt like I was getting some sort of message from her. I almost feel guilty for mildly enjoying this intimate moment between us. Her arm is resting over my neck, while I'm holding onto her side with a gentle grip on her smooth skin. It wouldn't surprise me if skipping breakfast was a habit of hers. She's so skinny, I can practically feel her ribs even with the most careful touch. After finishing the last steps, I look over to Natsuki. Her eyes meet my gaze. I feel a soft breath graze my face. Her pink eyes dominate my vision. If it wasn't for a condition, I might think her eyes are telling me something else. Realizing the situation we're in, Natsuki removes her arm from me and takes a step back. What are you doing? I didn't notice, you perv. My eyes widen and I'm baffled at Natsuki's sudden outburst. Wow, I can't speak this morning. She didn't have a problem with it while we were walking down the steps. Is everything okay here? The new boy's really testing my limits, Monica. New boy? What's that supposed to mean? My, Devin, do I need to have a talk with you? Monica, stop. Just freaking stop. You don't need to have that talk. I have a disciplinary... Well, that's a big word. Disciplinary ruler, if necessary. To my dismay, Natsuki joins in her chuckles. Man, here I was thinking we had something going between us. I'm shaking my head at the two of them. Looks like you're already feeling better. For a moment, Natsuki was smiling before looking away. In any case, we should go get something to eat, okay? Actually, would you mind coming with me for a moment, Devin? I look over to Natsuki in search of sign of approval. A nod would suffice? I don't know. These are big words. I can't do this. She's just pouting as usual. All right, let's get this confession out of the way, Monica. I had something else on mind, but I can hear you out after that. Geez, Monica's probably the kind of girl who would beat a man with sheer wit. We stand in a place where we won't be in the way of foot traffic, or maybe out of earshot from everyone else. Okay, that happened. I don't know Monica's process. I don't know Monica's thought. What? I don't know what that means. I don't understand that. Am I missing something there? Am I missing like a dirty joke there? Because I actually have no idea what that means. I don't know Monica's thought process. How are you feeling so far, Devin? You mean today? I'm alright. I'm having fun as usual. As usual? Yeah, but you and the others help a lot with that. Is that so? I'm really glad to hear that, you know. That's actually why I wanted to talk to you. See, the others seem to enjoy your company as well. Therefore, I was thinking about asking you something. You should join the literature club! Is she trying to get me to do something? I'm used to girls asking me to do stuff for free, but I never actually got anything out of it. I know Sayori brought it up last year, but she might not have made the best case, but there it is. She is going to ask me to join the literature club. Not just that, people can change over time. As you know, I'm the president of our school's very own literature club. The name is descriptive, per se, but... Excuse me. Wow. Can't even do this anymore. But I think people still have some misconceptions about what it's really like to be in our club. Even though I have way more influence on how things go when we're in the club. There it is. More influence, I should say. What you experienced this week was an accurate representation of all the fun we have. So, I'd like to ask you to consider joining us next year. I'm sure we could find something for you to enjoy in the vast selection of literary works. Besides, a smart person like yourself could benefit a great deal from exploring new territories you might have missed at this time. This time? Oh, she probably means how I missed out on going to the club with Sayori. How does that all sound? There it is. I think it has to do with everything that happened in the original game. That's quite the offer you're presenting me, Monica. I tried to do my best. Our conversation is interrupted by Natsuki coming over with what appears to be a bottle of lotion in her hand. Yo, seen Sayori? Well, last I've seen her, she was walking over to Yuri. I can't help but notice a mischievous smile on Natsuki's face. She turns a heel and walks away without a word. So, about the club. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, Monica. I mean, I didn't really contribute to your conversations about literature. You've got some time until school starts again. Who knows what new route, I don't know, you take until then. Just one more thing before we move on to the next thing. If something were to happen between now and the next school year, please don't let it dissuade you from joining, okay? What's that supposed to mean? And why are you making that face? What? I'll keep that in mind. What could she mean by if something were to happen? Like, maybe if I drowned Sayori, or maybe if I, stabbed Yuri. Let's go find the others. I've got something planned for the 5 of us. Oh, wonderful. I find Natsuki snickering to herself with Sayori lying on a deck chair next to her. As I get closer, I see what the restrained laughter is all about. While Sayori was asleep, this cheeky little, wow, I can't even do this, little pink-haired cutie put sun lotion on her face in the shape of angry-looking eyebrows, a mustache, and a tiny beard. Haha, Devin, look at her face. That's not really nice of you, Natsuki. But it is pretty funny, huh? Monica said she wants us all of us to get together. You gotta wake up Mr. Sleeping Beauty here first, mister. That mustache and beard would be a better fit for you. Hey, I'm not a boy, you dummy. Natsuki proceeds to demonstrate her feminine personality by punching me on the arm. Ouch. Despite her size, she can throw a strong punch. During the commotion, Sayori started walking up and gives us a puzzled look. Why are you arguing? We're just trying to figure out what changed about you. I didn't even notice she was actually wearing the mustache and the mustache and the beard and the eyebrows. That's really funny. I wish I was as good as making better sprite models and stuff like that. I really do wish I knew how to do that, but I do, but I don't at the same time because I'm not that artistic. But that makes me laugh. Just the fact that she's got a little goatee there and a little kind of like a French mustache and a nice angry eyebrows that look as freaking bushy as mine. Did you get a new haircut? No. Maybe you started working out and built some muscle? No. I don't know, but you know what? I know exactly what's going on. This is exactly why Natsuki freaking asked where Sayori was, because Natsuki was the one who freaking painted her face with freaking lotion, because she was holding the lotion. And then she left to go find Sayori. This is Natsuki's doing. It wasn't Sayori. I don't know, but something's different about you. Don't you agree, Devin? Natsuki noticeably imitates rubbing a beard and twirling a mustache to give increasingly stronger hints. What are you... Oh, it's funny how she doesn't even feel this either. What are you on about Natsuki? Sir, I need you to calm down. What? Devin, what's going on? Did I turn into a boy while I was asleep? I can't take it anymore. There's something on your face, Sayori. She puts her palms on her hands on her face and immediately removes them as she feels her hand getting creamy. What's this? Is this lotion? Yeah, what other white stuff could it be? A mix of an upset frown and a confused look appears on her face as she looks at me for a moment. Oh, God. I don't know, but I don't want this cold stuff on my face. Just put it on your arms. It's not bad for your skin. Ew. She scrapes off the little lines of lotion and spreads it on her slightly curvy arms. Come on, ladies. Monica said she wants us all to meet up. Okay, let's go. It's gone now. We all go back to where I started off my quest of looking for the girls. Monica's already waiting for us. Where's Yuri? Okay, everyone, I've got something special for today. It's been more than 7 months since we started our club. We had our ups and downs. Cough, Wallace, cough. Wallace! I'm gonna freaking kill Wallace. So, I hate Wallace with all my passion. Wallace is just an asshole. I hate Wallace. I really do. I hate Wallace with a passion. But we managed to stick together and even grow. I'm sorry, my nose is so runny, and I'm actually out of tissues. I literally had my last tissue before I started this video. So, we'll have to work on that. What do you say if we take a picture together? It's for the occasion of not only being club members, but also becoming friends who stick together even after school. Yeah, only if it gets you to stop with the pep talk. There it is. Devin, would you mind taking the picture? Before I have the chance to respond, Yuri suddenly jumps in. I'll take the picture. Huh? I don't want to be on the picture. Why? Is something wrong? I just don't feel like it. Monica lets out a disappointed sigh before speaking again. If you insist... We take several pictures together, however, Yuri's serious expression doesn't even flinch. Wow, why is she so serious all of a sudden? Is it because I stopped spending time with her and I spent more time with Natsuki? Is that why? Sorry, Yuri, but Natsuki is better. Sorry. She's looking at the phone screen more than us. Maybe photography is one of her hobbies that she takes seriously. After our little photo shoot, Monica invites us to get some drinks from the snack bar they have near the pool. We get a few drinks and snacks and sit down on some deck chairs in the shadows. Yuri's sitting a bit farther from us and reading a book with a dark cover. Ooh, dark. I walk over to her, hoping she wouldn't mind if I interrupt her reading session. Hey, Yuri, sorry to bother you while reading. Do you have a moment? I can have another moment for you, Devin. Is that like a reference to that other mod, Another Moment with You? Yeah, I just wanted to ask, did you forget to bring your swimwear? No. Oh, she's angry now. She looks at me intently with an expression I have never seen on her face before. Anyway, what you reading there, Yuri? I doubt it's of your Oh, she's like actually angry. I kind of feel it's because I'm with Natsuki now. You never know. Why don't you give me a short summary so I can make up my mind? I think you already made up your... There it is. Yeah, it's Natsuki. What could she mean by that? I'm confused. Very well. I'll tell you all you need to know. It's about a young girl who's in constant internal struggle because of the wounds of her past. Wounds that leave scars not visible to the naked eye and untreatable with common remedies. Like the wounded animal she is, avoiding the heat of battle is a matter of survival of life and death. Over the years, she developed an instinct to stay a safe distance from all the predators, whether they be of her kind or not. However, she was living on borrowed time. Fate had other plans for her. On one fateful day, she got into a scuffle with another she had perceived to be of her own kind. They growled at each other, but with curiosity in their tone instead of threats of violence. They played, and the girl's wound started to open up. Then she thought to herself, maybe it's worth it if in the end she finds her hunting partner who will protect her while the wounds fully heal and only the scars remain as a remainder of her past. Her past of uncertainty and an eventual tragedy. Her past of losing the one who was most important to her. The one she looked up to the most, the leader of their pack. Maybe this is finally it, and she found that the most desired soon-to-be leader and protector she needed so much. Maybe she doesn't need to flee into her other realities to escape her grief anymore. Maybe she will finally be understood and loved. Maybe. Or maybe not. There it is. This book is exactly the situation she's in right now. Foolishly, she let her guard down, and life spat in her face. She became a plaything to be toyed with, to be discarded and moved on from. She lies there with open wounds, with an open heart filled with regret, with the lies of hope she let herself believe, wounded again, hurting again. The wounds are visible now. The girl isn't an animal. The story is over. And I am done. And there she is. She's crying now. I have to go now. An old pastime of mine needs my attention. She's gonna cut herself. I am itching for it too. Farewell, Devin. Oh boy. We made her really, really upset. Oh no. Is this what Monica meant by things happening? I am speechless. I don't understand the meaning of the story she told me about, but it was glaringly obvious that it hits close to home for her. A vague sense of guilt creeps into my mind, like there was something I could have done differently. My thoughts are interrupted by somebody walking up to me. Devin, what happened? You didn't say anything nasty to Yuri, right? Huh? No. I was just asking her about the book she's reading, then she... As I'm looking for the right way to put it, she watches me with an understanding look in her eyes. After a long sigh, she breaks the silence. I've known her for some time now. Sometimes she needs space. I'll talk with her later, okay? It's probably better to not ruin Natsuki's mood as well. There will be plenty of time during the summer to mull over my mistakes. Alright. Want to come with me? You could give me a hand with something. Sure thing. I'm gonna put some more lotion on Sayori's face. On the way to the locker rooms, I'm thinking, even dreading of what she's gonna say to me. Does she want to say something? Maybe I'm too paranoid after what Yuri said. Or even how she said it. Honestly, I would prefer a straightforward slap to the face and being told I was stupid for... I don't even know, but I feel obligated to say sorry for getting her in such a condition. Maybe I could... Hello? Don't fall asleep while waiting for me, okay? Didn't you say you needed a hand with something? I want to change in my regular clothes first, dummy. How was I supposed to know that? Just give me a few more minutes, okay? While I wait for Natsuki, I clear my thoughts. Wow, can't even talk. Besides, what could she possibly need help with? Before I can contemplate any specific reasons, I hear her call out to me from inside the room. She wants me to go into the locker room. Since I trust that she wouldn't call out to me as if it wasn't okay, I grab onto the handle and cautiously step inside. I head over to Natsuki. I lean against the lockers next to her while she enters into combination and takes her bag out. Natsuki rummages around looking for something in her big pink bag that's speckled with white polka dots. That sounds a lot like the freaking title of the Doki Doki Literature Club. After a moment of searching, she seems to have found what she was looking for. Aha! Here you are. I see Natsuki pull out a box of cupcakes? Natsuki? Yeah, what is it? Is this something you really need me to help with? I mean, you could... No, I don't actually need help with this. She sets the box of cupcakes down on the bench next to us. She stares down on the floor, avoiding my gaze. If she didn't need my help, then why'd you bring me here? I get that you're very proud of your cupcakes, but couldn't you wait to show me? No, it's not that, dummy. Natsuki mutters softly. Then what is it? Natsuki suddenly meets my gaze, face flushed with anger. I wanted to ask you something stupid, alright? The music stops. It was loud enough where the music's like, okay, I'm out of this. Natsuki's shouting seems to have taken us both off guard. I stand there speechless as Natsuki suddenly comes to terms with the tone she hit. Her frustration quickly gives away the look of guilt and shame. I try to move the conversation forward in hopes of breaking this awkward tension. Well, hey, if you want to ask me something, I'm listening. Ask away. Natsuki takes a few deep breaths. Okay, Devin, look, this really isn't easy for me. Oh, I love the music. This is perfect music for this situation. What did you want to ask me? Natsuki shuts her eyes as her body tenses up. Why? What? What is she getting at? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Why me? I mean, why do you choose to spend your time with me? Out of all the others, you literally could have gotten it with any of them. And probably with less effort, too. You've known Sayori your whole life, and Yuri and Monica are more mature. Heck, probably more than I'll ever be. So why'd you choose me, Devin? I was so rude to you when we first met, and yet you still wanted to spend time with me. I had a suspicion Natsuki was hiding something under that overly tough attitude, but I couldn't grasp just how insecure she was until now. What were you looking to get out of this? What do you want? Devin? I need to know. Natsuki questions hit me like a sack of bricks. I certainly wasn't expecting her to ask me something like this. Well, when the summer started, I had really no intention of doing anything exciting. I never thought I'd be spending it getting to know you, Yuri, Monica, and reconnecting with Sayori. Originally, I was going to spend it just like I always had, mostly by myself. But that all changed when I ran into Sayori again. I didn't really know anyone from the group other than Sayori, and I figured that I should try to get someone new for a change. But when I first met you, yeah, I did think you were a bit assertive. There's her little, she's folding her arms out. She's like, why'd you say that? But I figured it was worth a shot, since we have at least one interest in common. Then after we spent some time together, I saw what you really like. Natsuki, you're funny, you have a great taste in manga and in food, but more importantly, I now know that behind those defenses you've put up is a really sweet and caring girl. Even if you don't want to show it or admit to it, you do care about your friends and those around you. Heck, even that punch could have been avoided yesterday if I was more careful with my words. It's now or never. I might not get another chance to like this with her. Before saying out loud, I avert my gaze in fear of her reaction. Overall, what I'm trying to say is, I really like you, Natsuki. She's silent. I'm afraid to look her in the eyes after making the situation so awkward. Without another word, she sits down on the small bench and lets out a sigh. Internally, I prepare for her rejection. You better not say that just because you want to get with me. Because if you're the one who's one of those weirdos who's only into my type, I'm gonna beat you. Her quivering voice is in a stark contrast to her threats of violence. Still, I want to grant her wish and take her seriously even now. No, I'm not like that. You can trust me, Natsuki. She looks away and lets out another sigh. It's clear the reason for it isn't anger this time. I really want to believe you, Devin. As far as I can remember, I've had awful experiences with guys in life. I guess after dealing with people like my dad and my older brother over the years, what happened to her older brother? I never knew she had an older brother. Then what that bastard called Taiga dragged me through. She furrows her eyebrows and clenches her fists as she recalls all her memories. There were a couple of guys who gave me compliments now and then, but I assumed all of them had the same intentions. Then you came along, and I don't know what to say, okay? Me neither, Natsuki. However, I dare not to say it, since I want to earn her trust. I want to prove her that I'm not like those guys. I crouch down in front of her so that our eyes are on the same level. We're 32 minutes. I hope I can make Dad proud this time. Look, not all guys are the same, just as not all girls are the same. I've certainly learned that by being friends with Sayori. Natsuki manages a small smile at my attempt at humor. But what happened to you is not the norm. You had every right to be suspicious of me, given your past experiences, and I don't blame you for it. After what you've been through with your father, your brother, with that other guy, I understand you. But please hear me out. You're an incredible person to be around, Natsuki. I'm really glad I've gotten a chance to know you. You've been the highlight of my summer. Natsuki takes a moment to process all the things I just said. Even in this dimly lit room, I can see her eyes glimmer with a vague sense of hope. You're the first guy in a long time that I feel like I can trust. You've taken me seriously. You actually treat me like I matter. Natsuki's voice starts to break as her eyes begin to tear up. She quickly shuts her eyes and her body tenses up. Devin, like yesterday, I make an attempt to hug her in hopes of consoling her. Just as I'm extending my arms toward her, she stands up, almost like she sensed my intentions. She walks a few steps from me, still crying a bit. Maybe she didn't believe me. Good going, Devin. Or maybe she wants me to go through with it and not give up so easily. She didn't reject me after all. I stand up and walk over to her. She's facing away from me. With a careful gesture, I put my hand on her shoulder and motion for her to turn towards me. Natsuki. She complies, but doesn't look me in the eye. Her body is tense, but she's responsive to my every move. God, I hope this works. Without a second thought, I cautiously take her hands into mine. I gaze into her now glossy eyes. They sparkle like most of the beautiful amethyst gems. The view is mesmerizing. Her face is now filled with a mix of emotions. I can't tell if she's going to slap me for being so bold. Devin, yes, we stand there for the longest moment of my life. This music's great. The anticipation of things to come, whether good or bad, is overflowing with me. I love the artwork too. I love the artwork of Natsuki. Her breathing is uneven, yet I feel no tension in her hand. Close your eyes. What? But why? There it is. Just do it, dummy. All right. I oblige, I don't know these words, to Natsuki's request and close my eyes. I hear her take a step towards me. Please don't hit me again. I hear her breathing, and for a moment I feel it getting closer. She gave me a kiss on the cheek. I feel my face feel hot with embarrassment. Before I can respond, I feel her burying her face in my chest with almost violent force. Her arms are wrapped around me and holding me tight like she's afraid of letting go. My arms follow, embracing her frail body for the first time. Thank you, Natsuki. No talking, dummy. Only cuddling? Mm-hmm. There it is. That's adorable. Hey! Look at that! Is there? Now I'm actually kind of, I'm kind of, look, we didn't get this picture, we didn't get any other picture, some of the other pictures. Like, legitimately, I'm actually kind of, I'm confused, because I was told that there wasn't any real route to the game, even though, there's definitely, now that I look at it, there's definitely different ways of going about this. Seriously, this is definitely the way, this is definitely only just one way of going about it. I want to play the rest of this. This won't be the end of the game. I can promise you that, because, there's still Yuri to take care of, and then there's still Sayori to take care of. And I want to get through both of them, and I'm pretty sure, obviously, I don't think there's any Monica route again. I don't think that, because, you can't actually impress her. And it's funny how she'll ask you to join the literature club again next year, but that never happens because it ends right here. Excuse me, but it's really funny to I love how they also did the whole special thanks to the Devin thing. Basically, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's funny how there it is. P-O-B-A-W. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. So, however you're supposed to say that, this person is amazing. Seriously, and if you're watching this, please, make more mods. I'd be happy to play them. Because this mod that you made, it's a completely new game. And it's perfect. And that was the technically Natsuki route of Doki Doki Summertime. So, with that being said, I don't know if I'm going to continue. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but I'm going to save, the beginning of the next route for I don't know. We'll decide next video who we're going to go for next. I might even choose Yuri, because she's another easy one because she's all intellectual and stuff. And Sayori's just Sayori. It's confusing to know what Sayori's into when, it's easily, you can easily tell what Natsuki likes and what Yuri likes, is what I'm saying. So it's Sayori's kind of in the middle of the two, so it's really hard to figure out what she actually likes. But, with that being said, I am going to leave it here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'd love it to the channel. Guys, I've got a Discord. Come check me out outside of YouTube. It's going to be a fun time for all. Link will be in the description. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Hope to see you guys in my next one. Goodbye!